tutorial, I'm going to show you how to shoot time-lapse videos with the Time-Lapse app from Sony's Play Memories Camera App Store. This app can replace a clunky intervalometer and only costs about $8. Let me show you how to use the Time-Lapse app, but first, let's head on over to the Camera App Store to purchase and download the app. It's www.playmemoriescameraapps.com/portal. Now you'll need to create an account. The interesting thing about Sony's ecosystem is, if you're a gamer with a PS4 console like me, you can log in with that account. Once you're in, select your camera model from the Select drop-down menu. This will list all the apps available for that camera. I will focus on how to shoot time-lapse in this tutorial, so if you need help with installing an app, there's an installation guide to help you. It involves connecting your camera to your computer via a USB cable. Once your camera has been connected to your computer, simply click on the Install button to download the Time-Lapse app. With some camera models, you'll need to update your firmware before the Time-Lapse app can be installed. At this time, only Safari browsers are supported on the Mac, while on Windows, use Internet Explorer. There is a bunch of really useful apps like the Sky HDR, the Star Trail, and Motion Shot, and interesting ones like Smooth Reflection and Light Shaft. Next, we'll click on the Time-Lapse app over here. For the price of about $8 you can install this app into 10 Play Memory Camera Apps compatible cameras, which is to say that the same app can be installed into 10 cameras. Once you've successfully installed the Time-Lapse app into your camera, let's begin using the app. Turn on your camera. Next, press the menu button and we'll go to the top, scrolling up, and we'll scroll right to go to this icon in this column over here. Next, I'll choose Application List and click Enter. All your apps that you've purchased or downloaded will be displayed in this screen. Select Time-Lapse. Your camera will then display the themes that are available or the presets that are available with the Time-Lapse app. Right now, I've selected Sunset. That means I have engaged a theme especially made to shoot time-lapse of sunsets. The camera will take care of all my exposure settings for me, a really handy feature to take the guesswork out of the equation. Now let's explore the other themes. Say you want to shoot sunrise. There's a sunrise theme. Click on the menu button and select Application Top. Select Sunrise from the list and you're good to go. But say you want a little more creativity and flexibility. No problems. Click back on the menu. Click on Application Settings. This screen lets you fine-tune your theme selection. File format lets you choose if you'd like to shoot a movie, which you can play back right away in your camera or on your computer, or you like to shoot individual photos. If you choose individual photos, you'll have to compile them and edit them on your computer. I will show you how to do that in another tutorial. For now, I will select photos because of the quality and flexibility I get from editing them. Interval. Interval tells the camera how much time should go by before taking a photo. In this case, I'm telling the camera to take a photo every 10 seconds. Faster events like traffic on a highway use faster rates like one picture every 5 seconds. Slower events like a flower blooming consider taking one picture every 20 seconds. Shots. Shots determine how many pictures the camera will take during a time-lapse session. I've set mine to 990 pictures. You can always stop it when you think you've shot enough. AE, or auto exposure. This is where most of the magic happens. Auto exposure tracking. Auto exposure tracking gives the camera the power to smoothen out the light changes in your scene, so you don't get that flicker, that annoying flicker when the light changes too quick. Select from low, medium, or high. Mine is set to medium. So, at a glance, I'm shooting one picture every 10 seconds for a total of 990 pictures. That will take up 2 hours, 44 minutes and 50 seconds of my time. You'll notice that there's no white balance settings. You can't choose your shutter speed, your aperture value, or your ISO value. But what if I want more customization? What if I want to control every single exposure value? If that's your cup of tea, sure, you can do that. Let's click on the menu button. And from sunrise, we will scroll down until we see custom. Select that. Over here, we can change each of our exposure settings because we're in the custom theme. However, make sure that your mode is set to manual. To do that, I will turn my camera mode dial to manual. So to change your shutter speed, I'll just rotate my control dial. And then I will click down to access my aperture settings. And I'll click right to change my ISO settings. To change your white balance settings, go to your menu button and go to your fourth column of commands, and then you will see white balance. So click on that and you can adjust your color temperature. Make sure when you're shooting videos or time-lapse videos, you're not using auto white balance. There you go. I think you're almost good to go. Just one more setting, the quality of your pictures. Click on menu and go to the second group of commands. Under image size, choose large. This will give you the biggest photos. Then go to quality. You could choose RAW and JPEG or just shoot RAW, but for me I prefer extra fine, which are JPEG files. Well, guess what? You're now all ready to shoot time-lapse videos. All you need to do is to find a beautiful location, frame your scene, press the shutter button, and time-lapse away. Remember, gear up and shoot it great.